And we are back. It is time for the final series of the weekend. The grand finals here for Season 1 of the Advanced Warfare Pro League here at MLG. Benson and Puckett up in the booth. And Ben, really a lot of excitement surrounding this matchup. Clayster on one side making noise, on the other we have Optic Gaming. And, you know, we saw a little bit of nade shot getting fired up after that last series.
Yeah, definitely. All the guys from the Optic booth, if you will, all that side of the stage at least, getting very, very vocal, getting pumped up. And that's what they need that energy, because this Denial squad is one that all weekend long have been getting very, very loud.
All right, before we get to the matches, we got to, of course, give you guys an opportunity to win more stuff from us here at MLG. To win your very own Scuff, all you got to do is tweet at MLG, include at Scuff Gaming, and, of course, use the hashtag MLG Pro League Champs. We're going to get this one trending worldwide once again. Love the social media support we've been given all weekend.
We're so powerful on social
media. We're taking
media.
over, God.
The COD esports community, you know, you guys do a great job of tweeting out. I mean, in the winners bracket final, like round 11 was trending worldwide, game 5 was trending worldwide, TK all day was trending worldwide, Greenwall was trending worldwide. Everything was trending worldwide. It was pretty awesome to see. But, you know, speaking of our grand final, let's take a look at our player matchup, our key player matchup. Formal and Clayster going into a Hardpoint by Lab. Completely agree. These two players are going to be trying to lock down that map and pick up as many kills as they can. And interestingly, Clayster not having much success against Formal and the boys in green throughout Season 1. Only a 0.76 Hardpoint KD for him.
Yeah, pretty interesting there. Today, though, he has just been playing lights out when it comes to the hardpoint games.
Unbelievable.
Dropping ridiculous numbers. The last one we saw, I believe it was 45 he put up on Retreat. But we'll see what is going to happen here. Now, remember, guys, because it is the Grand Championships, you have Optic Gaming coming through the winners bracket. They have to be beaten in 2 best of 5. If Denial wins this first best of 5, we'll see another set of 5 maps. But Optic Gaming, they're going to hopefully close this one out. If you're an Optic fan, in the first set, you don't want to go the distance. That's what happened to them back at the Columbus Open against FaZe. Speaking of those game types, what are we going to see in this first set?
So, obviously, starting off with Hardpoint Biolab, I think that one heavily favors Optic Gaming. They should be able to come out strong and pick that one up. Then we go over to an S&D Riot, and this is an interesting one because Optic Gaming had an 89% win ratio throughout Season 1. But speaking to JCap in the pre-game interview, he says this is one of Denial's best search and destroys. They actually had a 75% win ratio. So, if there's ever going to be a chance for them to try and sneak a win, I think that's definitely where Denial can do so, and maybe have a 1-1 situation, then a CTF Ascend. For me, Denial, definitely better than Optic Gaming when it comes to CTF Ascend. The way that they can control the map in those CTF game types and uplink as well is key. So I think they should win that one. Honestly, I think this first series is going to Game 5.
Game 5?
I'm just going to say it.
Round 11? Let's just say it.
No, I don't think round 11. It's Search and Destroy Terrace. I'm going to be a buzzkill. Sorry. I think Denial should be able to pick up that S&D on Terrace, and it wouldn't be round 11. I think it would be like a 6-4, 6-3.
We just saw them play it there in the loser bracket finals, so interesting to see how they'll face off against Optic, because you know Optic definitely watched them on that game. So, here we go. It's going to be Denial versus Optic Gaming, just getting players into the lobby. Now, Ben, I don't know about you, but I kind of crashed after that winners finals.
Really?
Like, I sat back and I was like, all right, all my energy is gone. I was wondering if that affected Optic as well. Looking at their faces, they're really calm, really chill right now.
I mean, Denial
relaxed
just come off
over there in that booth.
Like, they're going to be the hotter team, if you will. You know, they just played, etc. Their shot's going to be on, etc. But in terms of hype, for me, this Optic Gaming team is just, you know, if you can get Seth going, you get Scumpy getting loud, they're going to do just fine in that category, because, of course, you have Clayster on the other side who, as I said at the very, very beginning, as soon as he came out from commercial break, has been so vocal. He's loving no soundproof booths this weekend.
Let's talk a little bit about the matchups that we're going to see. Of course, we talked about the key player matchups, but when you're looking at this slaying comparison between these two lineups, who does Denial have putting up the kills?
Oh, you know, you look at Attach and you look at Clay. Those two need to be playing well. But this is where it gets interesting. For me, JCap's had a great event, like we said. He needs to continue this here in the grand final. If he slows down, they're going to have some big issues.
All right, it's a $45,000 championship match. Winner is going to take home the bigger cut, $30,000 on the line here. And we're going to take a look at how we got to this place, starting with our winners bracket. You'll see our teams kicking things off with Optic Gaming and Aware in the winner's semifinals. That was a match a lot of people were going to say go into Game 5. Aware looking so strong on Friday night, but Optic able to win that one 3-1. TK, maybe the surprise of the tournament. They crashed out in that loser's final, finishing third, but what a run they had. They beat Envy in a Game 5 before that winner's bracket finals, taking Optic Gaming the distance all the way to that Game 5 round 11.
Oh, that was one of the best winner bracket finals that we've had in a very, very long time. Honestly, going all the way to the distance. Then, of course, the losers bracket. You see that losers round 7, FaZe versus Denal. Denal coming out on top. That was the earlier game this morning. Then, of course, Denal played Team Caliber that you just saw, that losers bracket final. And I kind of think I hit the nail on the head in the Analyst booth bucket. TK just ran out of energy. They used so much energy taking Optic Gaming to that, Game 5, round 11, that they just ran out of steam, and Denal kind of cruised through them 3-0.
2 best of 5s, guys. Tweet us your predictions. You can hit me at MLG Puckett, at Benson. Tweet at Maven and Mr. X as well. Our guys are going to be down there on the analyst desk throughout the day. Right now, though, we have Maven on the floor with Sender. Guys, what do you think about this upcoming match?
All right, thanks, guys. Now, taking a look at this one. Game number 1 for me, I interviewed Clay, I think it was after the match, versus Aware. They got blown out on Lab Hardpoint. It's their worst Hardpoint. I don't see any way they take this game 1 off Optic.
No, honestly, with the way, I remember watching that match thinking Denal had a good chance of winning it, and I feel like they didn't have the same kind of pressure that Aware did. And I feel like Optic brings the same kind of pressure on that map. So I do see Optic Gaming taking the first map.
Overall, though, as we take a look at this series, it's one of those things where Denal just got done playing an epic series there with TK. They're warmed up, they're ready to go, they're pumped up. It was an incredible series, whereas, we have the side of Optic's been sitting for, what, 2.5 hours, something like that. I think they're very fortunate that the Game 1 is the one it is, but at the same time, do you think this has potential to go to a second best of 5?
I do think it does, because the second map is S&D Riot, and I feel like S&D Riot does favor Denal in my opinion, even though gaming's pretty good on that map. And CTF and Uplink Biolab, it's really just going to come down to who's playing better, so I feel like Denal has all the momentum right now, and as long as they're playing to their potential, they could definitely take it to the second series.
All right, great stuff, Sender. Let's throw it back up top to the guys as we get ready to kick off the finals.
Thank you, Maven. Here we go. Optic Gaming 4-0 you saw coming into this one against Denal. We'll see what's going to happen as we head to Biolab for some Hardpoint. Ben, your key players here in this first Hardpoint.
The first Hardpoint?
First Hardpoint.
I think you got to look at the plays. They're going to be on those hills. You're going to have Nate Shot and Replays trying to break it. But, Denal getting that bad spawn straight off the back, spawning very, very far away. In actual fact, the Tetch just kind of went straight through and gets control of that Hardpoint. Nicely played from Denal. That's an aggressive push. I don't think Nate Shot expected that.
Absolutely not. There were 3 men coming down ice. And look at Replays taking control. Clayster outside with the bow is going to be watching the green. And Replay's gonna have his hands full. Nade coming in, no trophy system, no flak jacket on that class. Nade Shot accidentally taking out Scump with the barrel, but he answers with a kill. And also, Crim6 and Formal now starting to heat up. As we look at the rotation, though, I like what Optic's doing, already setting up for the new Hardpoint. Nade Shot currently outside of blue doing the damage. They got to look out for the spawns, though. If Denial wants to press over, they will be set up in red first.
Yeah, Denial getting that purple spawn, so they're going to just set up in mid-map. Mid-bio, you see JCap there just trying to delay a push. And Denal should be set really to control this red side. Very early rotation. They're down 35 to 11, but nothing really to worry about. But that's something to definitely worry about. Formal getting a 2-piece, and Denal needs to lock down the second hill.
All right, Krim is going to be pushing from bio, but inside you're going to have 2 teammates already. 1 player on the roof is going to be attacking from Denial. It was attached. 3 blue kills in your feed, all here for Optic Gaming. Scump is going to open up 7 and 2 on a 3 streak. Let's take our screen to him.
Nicely played from Scump as Krim's picking up more kills. That's Nade Shot 6 and 4. He's trying to break this Hardpoint. Connects with 1. Doing a good job of just defending the hill, and assist comes in. Still, Scumpy and Krim doing what they do best, just trying to pick up as many kills as they can. And Denal, if it carries on like this, I'm gonna start thinking about that rotation towards Blue Hill. Blue Hill, the money hill on Biolab Puckett. That's what you can really expect to pick up a lot of time. But you see Formal actually getting the spawn out there. He's already rotated across. This is gonna be a big gunfight from Formal.
Yeah, here he is. Battle underneath him. It's going to be the attached player from Denial going to be cleaned up here. Now we're going to see 1 more. Replays is going to fall, and this is the 2nd time in a row that we've seen Formal just rotate to the new Hardpoint, pick up a 2-piece, and give his team spawn control.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, and that's why Optic Gaming, is so good at Hardpoint Biolab Puckett. They get those rotations down almost perfectly. Like 26 points, that's all Denial has at this point. And they're coming off, you know, a game where they just kind of cruise through, very, very hyped, some close games. We're playing very well, but Optic Gaming just too strong.
I want to see if Replays is going to be able to clear out this hard point, working with the teammate on the opposite end. He's actually got 2 out in snow. Big kills coming in. Replays picks up 2, but Nade Shot comes flying through with a 2-piece of his own. Gonna find a 3rd before dying. Formal back on your screen, still picking up points here for Optic. There's 24 points left in this hard point. Will Denial be able to grab some of them before Crim6 takes over? They will. It's Replays breaking in with JCap once again.
And immediately Hardpoint's going to be broken once again. Obviously, the next hill going to be going over towards that green platform. 10 seconds left before the Hardpoint rotates. It's going to be looking to try and fight for that scrap time, but there is going to be a fight over at the other side of the map. That's going to be won by Replays. So Denial looking good to try and get some time here on green plat.
All right, so Replays is going to be inside of red for the moment. Waits for his health to come back. Now charging out. Just lost his cover in the back. Crim6 taking out attached there. JCap's going to find 1, but Crim does what he wants on this side of the map on a 2 streak, looking for a 3rd. Big battle won once again, and every single time we see Denial take a hard point, Optic just comes storming through and grabs it. It looks so easy.
They're just getting broken so simply, and it just comes down to those big 1v1 first gunfights on that hard point and being able to trade them, and that's what Optic Gaming are doing so well. Crim6 is just starting to go off a little bit.
The movement here has been ridiculous from Crim. He goes up on the post, jumps off, knows exactly when the pressure is going to be there, picking up a nice spree. But here comes Clay and JCap. Clayster now 14 and 13. He's really the only player positive on his team. He needs to go off, but he needs a lot of help from players like Attach. A lot of captures for Attach, but just 10 and 18. What's going wrong for this guy?
I mean, winning gunfights just like that. You know, he knows Optic Gaming going to be coming from there. You have to be winning those gunfights. They're crucial for Denial if they're going to have any chance of coming back in this map. It's still definitely possible, Bucket. It may seem like Optic Gaming have had a lot of control on the map, which is true, they have. But, you know, they're only down by, what, just over 50 points? They're only 60 points now?
Yeah,
so
60-pointer.
Comeback is definitely possible on this map. You know, if you can lock down Blue, that's like 40 points plus.
We're going to watch Denial for a minute. 9 and 22 is really the story of this game. JCap has been an absolute non-factor.
Yeah, he was asking in that pregame interview, you know, who's Optic Gaming. Well, maybe finding out right now, that's for sure.
Hey-o.
Nice 2-piece stuff from JCap, looking for the 3rd, gonna be on the hill, gets it. That's what you want to see from JCap. Finally coming to life, looking for the 4th. Nope, I'm not gonna find that one though.
We'll see if JCap can continue to heat up. Attach is gonna be taken down while trying to contest. Crim6 and Scump clearing it out. Looking at the rotation, it's gonna be Replays down in ice first. Not gonna happen. Attach outside. Will pick up 1. Can he find a 2nd here on the tunnel? Not gonna happen. There he goes. And Crim6 is gonna try and blow up the barrels here, cause a little bit of a problem for anyone outside. Clayster, though, watching Blue, and that's where all of Optic is storming.
Clay's gonna have one more gunfight. Can he win it? Yes, he can. Nicely played from him. And Denial really locking down this first hard point on the 2nd rotation. This is big. They can actually come back as long as Clay can keep slaying around the outside. Replay's gonna have a gunfight. He's gonna lose that one, sadly, though. And Crim and Formal break the hard point once again for Optic Gaming.
I just don't know what to say. It's like every time Denial gets set up, you just see 3 guys all charge in at once. Is it the coordinated attacks, or is it just the individual skill right now?
I mean, it's a bit of both. The individual skill, it doesn't matter how good you coordinate attack, or if you don't have gun skill, you're not going to win the gunfights, right? So you need a bit of both. But, I mean, Optic Gaming is so good at Hardpoint Biolab. We said at the very beginning before this map started, we expect to see them take it. It would be, quote-unquote, an upset if Denial were to take that. So, I mean, Denial, at this point, just try something a little bit different, maybe. Try and flood hills. Try just anything to really bring yourself back into this game. It's not over by any means, Chris.
I am kind of impressed. Denial did pick up quite a big chunk of time there inside the center hardpoint. Normally we see that pretty difficult to lock down. They're down 60 points still, and we're going to see Replays trying to transition. Everyone's set up first. JCap now trying to break in, is going to get a big kill there on Nade Shot. Formal going to be pressuring, and he feels it, not able to answer back. It was actually Crim6 who comes flying through the roof on a nice spree. Crim now 29 and 19. Positive 10 at this point. So is Scump with that kill.
And Denial doing a really good job there of just trading those kills on this 2nd hill. And a big part of that really is JCap stepping up massively. He was double negative, now 20 and 30. Still, you know, not the best score when you look at it on the scoreboard, but he's playing better in this 2nd rotation. You can see that as well in the score of the game. 162 to 108, 24 seconds left on this hill. Now, if Denial can lock down the scrap time on this hard point and get a good rotation to Blue Hill, they'll come back into this game.
Yeah, 20 points left. Denial still needs to charge in.
He didn't die.
Gets 1, can't get the 2nd. Clayster's gonna fall. Attach on the opposite side, trying to lock down Blue. He's cleaned up. Nade Shot's gonna milk the final seconds here He's going to get 5 more points. That's going to bring him around 186 on the rotation. Formal outside of blue, waiting for his teammates. Here comes the push. Scump leading the charge. Picks up 1. Formal takes out attach. 2 more inside. Krim comes in, and there you just see it playing out. The triangulation. That was incredible to watch.
Yeah, they're just so coordinated with their pushes and pincers on these hard points that Denal really didn't stand a chance. In that one, they just push in and pick up the kills, bait out each other as well, really nicely picking up all the kills. Scump's still on the hill. He's looking for another one. Not going to find it. He does fall. And you look at that kill column as well. Krim 33 and 24. He tweeted out saying it was kind of Krim sucks in the winners bracket final. And he's going to bring Krim Bot to the grand final, and he definitely is doing that.
I got a little bit of intel from our producer, Paul. He was out on the floor talking to the players. Krim said he had problems with his previous controller. He couldn't exo boost to the right. So he swapped out his controller, and you're definitely seeing all new numbers from Krim, 34 and 25. He's also with 9 captures at this point, doing everything. Nadeshot once again going to be left in that hard point. Teammates in there to support. And you're going to see the spawners spawning way out at purple. Could be rotating around here as we're going to green. Let's see what Krim's up to.
Oh, Krim's just going through red. Going to try and break this up from behind. That's the first kill. Wins it. That just makes it look simple. Denal just needs more players around that hard point. He's trying to turn around. Gets the pick on Glacier as well. Krim 4 kills away now from 40 bomb.
Scump is about to get his as well. 37 kills for both players. 31 for Formal. And Nadeshot also positive. Optic completely outslaying their opponents here, and they are 22 points away from locking it up. They could potentially do it on this hard point.
Yeah, it's looking good for them to do it, actually. 24 seconds left. They're, what, 13 points away from the win. Nadeshot just going to be on that hard point. Actually, jumps off, but should be able to trade that kill. There's the assist. Teammates should be able to hop on that one once again, and they will win it on this hard point unless Denal can get that contest. There's going to be 1 kill from Krim. Almost on the hill. There's 1. Looking for the second.
There
Gonna connect with it.
And that's
it. Is going to be GG.
Wow. 250 to 136. Optic making a statement here on BioLab. They did everything perfectly. Every time Denial got set up, they simply crashed in. Everyone winning gunfights throughout that match. 240 bombs, 36 kills from Formal, and Nadeshot's going to add 31 on top. Ridiculous performance across the team.
Denial still smiling though. Still smiling. Right. Still going to have a little bit of momentum there. Potentially. They're feeling good still.
All right, let's send it down to our analysts. Guys, what did you think of that first game from Optic Gaming?
All right, thanks, guys. Honestly, that's about what we expected.
Yeah.
It's Denial's worst map
map
by far for Hardpoint. And when they go off, when you have all of Optic Gaming, I mean, we've seen a lot of their Hardpoints. It's been like one player drops 48 and the other 3 have like average games.
Yeah.
There you have, what, 240 bombs. Formal had 36. The entire team is putting up numbers like that. You said at one point, you're like, they're outslaying them by like 30 right now.
Yeah, they ended up outslaying by 31.
Yeah, which is just, you're not going to be able to keep up. But
no.
At the same time, you know, I talked to Clay and he said, again, in the interview, this is our worst map. We kind of expect to lose it. So I think that's why you kind of saw smiles on their face, because it was just expected. Now, going into the next game, I believe it was a Riot S&D. What are your thoughts going into game number 2?
Definitely have the composure to win this map. Denial does. As long as they stick to what they did against Aware, I feel like they'll pull the map out.
Yeah, no, it certainly could. I think the guys up top said the same thing. They think this is one that they would be able to take. But what stood out for you on analysis side from game number 1? What was the best part of Optic Gaming's win?
Definitely their rotation, honestly. They consistently rotated, out-rotated Denial, and Bane switched when I don't feel like they even tried to. It was just kind of natural for them, and they just picked up the kills they needed to and ended up outslaying by like 30 kills, so great job to them.
All right, well, great stuff. Again, game number 2 is going to be Riot S&D. We'll have a quick commercial break, and then we'll kick it up with the action with the finals.